What up, peeps? What a beautiful day. Hope you're all well. So this year, in 2019 so far, I've completed 2 biggest challenges of my life. First one is marathon. I managed to train for a marathon and in 4 months from not running, well, barely running at all or not running at all, but I've always been quite active. So I guess it, get that takes into account. And also last weekend, I've just done a 3 Peaks challenge in 24 hours. For those of you who don't know what it is, basically we climbed the highest mountain in Scotland, England and Wales in 24 hours. That's the challenge, and I managed to do it in 23 hours and 49 minutes. Had to run the last bit, but mainly this year for me is mainly for tackle and really challenge myself and kind of live on the edge of my comfort zone. So the philosophy or the reason behind why I joined and did my first marathon was the theory was because if I can do something I'm not particularly good at or enjoy that much, and I can become good at it, I can do anything in the world, anything I want. So it's just slowly taking something, breaking it down, turning from something you don't do into a habit, and then slowly perfect it, and being able to do a challenge of that magnitude, I think is a great achievement. And then that followed on is obviously I did the 3 Peaks about 4, so I did marathon in April and 3 Peaks was in September, so 5 months. To be fair, we didn't train too much for 3 Peaks, but it's all in the mind for 3 Peaks. But anyway, the reason why I want to start this is because this is another challenge of mine. I've never been consistent on YouTube or social media, and I do think I can bring a lot of value to a lot of people, just to help them, because I have been training a few of my friends, whether that's running or gym, and I've always got be able to bring them advice that they found really helpful. So I do think I'll be able to bring value, but it's just the main problem is I've never been consistent enough to really be successful in this area. So that's one of the challenges I want to tackle. So I've got another marathon planned. The Paris Marathon is in April 2020. I'm super excited for that. And the difference is between my last marathon and this new marathon is I'm going to be doing a marathon in a weighted vest, a 6 kg weighted vest, which is about 10% of my body weight, just to make it a bit harder, so I think it's going to be super fun. Well, it's going to be super tough at the start, but it's going to be fun at the same time. And I think for the first episode, I want to talk about how to plan your marathon training plan, because I've been looking on YouTube, and I've been trying to do a lot of research, but there's not that much information on there for beginners or anyone who beginners to slightly people like myself who are active but not never really ran before. So I think it will be a good video.
So this is how you can plan your marathon training. So
I will normally use Excel or Google Sheets to help me. So on the column here, on the right hand side, you'll put, what's it, left hand side when you're looking at left hand side, your weeks. At the moment I've got about 30 weeks until my marathon, so I've got plenty of time. For absolute beginners who's never ran, I do recommend probably a bit longer. You know, that's who's never ran, I do recommend probably about a year. And for people who are similar to me, when I started, I managed to train for my first marathon in 3 months, and that's for and I've been active. You know, I would say I'm relatively fit. So but I do recommend still about 6 months. The whole point of this training, incrementally increase your distance so your body adapts to it. Therefore, your risk of injury is a lot less. So here on the different rows here, I've put long run, medium run, conditioning run. So for me, I only like doing about 3, maybe maximum 4 runs a week. I prefer my rest every other day. So if I train out, I want to rest the next day. That's how it works best for me. So let's get straight into it. For me, I believe I feel my body can do, my long runs can go up to 8k without problem. So I'll say I'm an intermediate runner. In fact, I can get up to 10k without any problem, straight off the bat. But obviously you have to, start off with something that suits yourself. If you're an absolute beginner, I'll start planning. I'll probably have a couple of runs at the start where it's just, 3 1Ks a week, and then gradually it takes to your long run will be 3K, and then medium and conditioning run will be 1K. So for me, I'll start at 8 and then 5, 5. So what I do here, 8, 5, 5, it adds up to 18, and the total is the total distance of your week. Then you times it by 1.1, so we're increasing 10% of mileage every week. This is in kilometers, by the way. So that's 19.8, and then you do that to calculate your total mileage of the week to incrementally increase. And again, the same we'll do for our long runs. So 8.8 times 8 times 1.1, and then times 1.1 again, times 1.1 again. What I've done here is I've just rounded up to 1 decimal place. That's what I would do. And then what you do here is, once you've got your total mileage down, you've got your long run mileage down, then you can start filling out the rest here. So for example, 8.8, I've got 19.8 here left, so I've got 11k. So my medium run, I'll break it down to 6, and then my conditioning run to 5. So that again adds up to 19.8, and then here 21.7, so I've got 12 kilometers, and then slowly incrementally increase, and then here and then you have seen here what I've done here on week 7, and this is something I'm trialing out, because before, on my last run, I've just incrementally increased it all the way through to my peak week, my peak week, which is the longest run before tapering down for the marathon. But here, I found that my legs were a bit tired, and I picked quite a lot of injuries along the way. So that's what I'm trialing. Every 6 weeks, I'm going to plan a week where my maximum distance drops. But instead of doing 3 runs a week, I'll do 4 runs a week.
so it's a chance for my body to actively recover. So I won't necessarily do a hard training sessions. It's just getting the mileage in. So for week 7, I'm planning to do 10 kilometers as my long run, and then I'll do 10, 18, 26, and then I'm gonna do 6k here. So I'm gonna plan to do 4 runs on week 7 to reduce the maximum distance, as well as but still get the total mileage in. And I hope this helps you, because for me, I haven't found anything like this online in a video format, so it's all been a bit confusing, but I hope this makes sense to you. And if you don't understand anything, just comment below or send me a message. But I hope you appreciated this. I'm gonna finish my coffee, drink some more water, and get ready for my run. First day of my new marathon training, Paris 2020, coming for you.